We've got 3-2-1s and goes, and according to our predictions, as our players take off here, it's 60-40 in favor of fwubs. John Nash putting down 4K on fwubs, and Maine Cooncat 3,000 on dmhero, as we are in the early throes here of level 6. Good boards for both players. fwubs doing some great effort to reduce drop time, but now having to putz around with some garbage. Meanwhile, dmhero's kind of opened up his board into a funnel, so a lot of drop time is going to be on the board for him. But his advantage is he has a lot on the bottom of his board, so he can play a lot of good horizontals if he wants. Ooh, and we have a misplay by fwubs, and fwubs could have fixed it. She could have laid that horizontal yellow down flat and been able to be out of that situation. But a bit of a garbage problem early on in column 3.
Yeah, dmhero's got a monster. Like, this is the perfect setup for a speedrun board. Everything's clustered and nice at the bottom. He's got variety at the bottom. He's got a place for all 3 of the different color pill
He did have a misflip, but he did the absolute perfect thing, is to just go into the skid and try to clear it off the board. If you can make something out of it, great, but don't try to punish yourself.
Sure. And if you're listening to commentary while you're playing and you can hear about what your opponent's doing, then you can relax a little bit about a misplay here or there. Because fwubs still has 12 viruses she's been cleaning up, and dmhero's about to exit 6 at about a 1:30, which is a solid time. Anything sub 2 is what you're going for.
Well, 1:15 to 1:30 is your ideal finish time.
Yeah.
And fwubs' biggest fault right here is her end game is in the middle of her board, and you want that end game to be as low as you possibly can.
Yes, if any of those extra vitamins drop, like right here, you're going to lose a couple seconds.
And right there, that was about a 6-row drop. It's about a quarter of a second per row where garbage has to drop. So right there, that's a 1.5 seconds that you have nothing.
So if I were fwubs, I would take one of these garbage pieces and slide it in over to the, well, she's going to get the combo out of it. That's the way to do it. And she's made her stack, so now she can take care of her last virus and be out at about 223.
Which puts her very much behind the 8 ball here, as it's half a level between her and dmhero, as dmhero has some straggler yellows up on the top right of his board, has everything split, and is about to run out of reds.
Yeah, not the ideal, but because he has the big lead, he's even going to go ahead and save that last yellow virus for last. He's just going to, if optimally, you'll just leave that there until your very last clear, so that there's no drop time. And since you're not racing the clock per se, you're racing the other player. fwubs got a pretty clean 7 so far. She's already down to 16, so it's only 11 virus difference. She's made up quite a bit of distance already.
And this is a really, really messy end game right now for dmhero. He's pinned in that corner with 2 colors, and he's not really getting support for one or the other either way. Yeah. It looks like he's cleared out all of his blues, so he'll be out in a good recovery on that end game out at about 3.5 minutes.
Yep, and he did save that last yellow top virus for last.
And that's
worked out pretty well.
And that's because, as we've said before, when you clear that when the game sees that all the viruses are clear, they're not going to drop any garbage. They're just going to get you to the next level.
fwubs is going to get a little creative here to get this last 3. If she gets a double, it'll be perfect, but you can't rely on double pieces. Those only show up 1 out of every 9 in RNG, in theory. A good out of 7 though. Got smart with the horizontals, minimized the drop time, out at a little over 4 minutes. We're down to 2 levels left, and if you never know what'll happen in this crazy game, especially early on.
fwubs has a bit of a red barrier over on her left side, but that attributes to the fact that she doesn't have much of a red top line and was given a really rough pill combination to start.
That's Dr. Mario for you. dmhero's down to 16. He's cruising along. No garbage backups. Nothing particularly high up there on the board.
fwubs is about to get a red surge, I think, though, or a blue surge. Really going to start really slamming down. Fwubs had the opportunity for to clear out the garbage and 2 viruses on that left side, and now she does see the horizontal. But now she's added more garbage onto that, which is going to be problematic going down further the board.
Look at the virus
further down the board.
It's only 8. But crazy enough, she's still somehow fairly close, within arm's reach. The dmhero's down to his final. He's damn near got a perfect clear. See if he's going to get
Fwubs starting to storm back, though. Really going to have to depend heavily on horizontal plays, but at 5.5 minutes, dmhero is out and first to 9.
That's a fairly good-looking 9 right there. Lots of variety up top. Lots of double viruses throughout the playfield, which is what you want in a speedrun situation.
Fwubs was getting a bit of a surge, though, and we're starting to see that play out really well for her, as she's going to get absolute beautiful RNG to get out just under 6 minutes. So she's not too terribly far behind. It's 9 viruses. And
20 seconds, yep.
And dmhero has been doing a lot of setup work and has a wide open board. Seeing that big of a gap makes things pretty rough for you.
He's going to have, there's going to be a little bit of a drop on the left side. He's just waiting for the perfect piece. Preferably a double red or maybe a red-blue. And he's working from underneath.
Fwubs cleaning up her board, although she has lost a considerable amount of pace against dmhero, as dmhero up by almost 20 viruses at this point. He's going to need red help, and he continues to get it. This is fantastic RNG we're seeing on his side.
So it looks like dmhero is going to cruise this round 1 victory here. He's down to his last 5. Everybody's rooting for a fat log, but he's just going to play it regular here. Down to 3. And 3 more blue pills will do it for dmhero in round 1, and he will be out at 7:04.
Which is a brilliant time. Right in that 7-minute range is always a good competitive time. Fwubs realizing that is it and throws in the towel at about 7 minutes 15 seconds. dmhero our 7 seed, Fwubs our 10 seed. As we get going with game 2.
We got all the D's and G's in chat.
And remember, dmhero very, very good at the combo game, especially good at garbage management. And garbage management is probably one of the most important components of versus Dr. Mario.
Yes.
And you are looking at the worldwide runner-up in competitive versus play.
He's showed up at the tournament 3 years. He's hit the top 8 all 3 years. He's a finalist 1 year, semifinalist 1 year, so he's always up there in the top players. He's gonna get that championship one day.
One of the first people to beat me. I walked into competitive Mario and walked out with my behind.
Oh yeah. You think you're good at this game? You're your neighborhood good. You beat everybody you play, and then you finally play somebody world class. This game will humble you. And he's been humbled himself against Snipe, against Packy, but everybody's had their humble moments in this game. Even Dimwit has lost. It happens. So off we go, round 2. Fwubs has the early lead, and dmhero's he's trying to get a little creative at that top line, and that's what you want to do in a versus game. But in a speed run, it might not be conducive to shave those seconds off.
If you've got a hero combo ready, you should also have points in it where you can call it out early and at least get a couple of things off the board while maintaining other options that you may have available. When you're a big combo player, and I mean, you probably know this best, Chris, because this is your play style. It's so difficult to let go of those combos sometimes.
Well, right. And then in versus play, when you're building it up, he was waiting for the double yellow. He had to make a double yellow on his own because he just wasn't getting it. And Fwubs is now down to her last virus. She's going to be out at 129.
And a fortuitous double yellow to end that level 6. Starting out with a pretty split board here. A lot of gaps to start. The benefit for her is if she keeps her board clean, an absolutely gorgeous end game on the bottom of that playfield.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. dmhero is going to get a bit of a drop here. He's going to be out in around 2 minutes if he can get the friggin' pieces. And there it is, the 158. I don't translate Japanese, but I believe Dr. Mario Japanese title translates roughly to Dr. Mario, know where the frick is the piece that I need. I think that's the rough translation. I'd have to check Google for the exact translation, but
well, the translation I have, I can't say on air. So we've got 23 to 24. dmhero starting to come back. fwubs just struggling a bit, and that's solely based on the board. The problem when you have split boards like that is sometimes you have a top line or a virus of a particular color on the top of every color, and that's what happened with fwubs. She had a bunch of red, but she's starting to storm back here.
Yeah.
As
by the time it took you to finish that sentence, she had completely erased that problem on the right side.
Yep.
Now she's down to 8. She's handled this brilliantly. dmhero has caught up a bit. He's down to 14, and he's doesn't have any blues though, so that's going to be a bit of an issue.
But I like this play, and fwubs getting the double yellow immediately. That's the right call. The biggest problem is just going to be that blue in the corner. But if she gets that's honestly the perfect piece, because now she can drop whatever garbage she needs to. And another great call on the double yellow, or rather on the red yellow, and minimized her drop time on that. I really like that.
And with this, she will be out at 329, 330. I missed a piece there. And dmhero is down to 5. He's going to get a little fancy to drop those red pieces onto the red virus in the bottom row, but that's going to take some work to clear out the blue.
And it looks like he maybe eyeballing a horizontal clear. He's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Something hasn't gone right there.
So now he's going to dig down and get this red piece to create a chain to finish this off. And it's it would have been efficient had it worked, but I mean, that's a great combo play. If you're in versus play, you're dropping 3 pieces of trash on your opponent with that. But in speed runs, your combos don't really do much for the speed of your opponent. So both players in 8. fwubs is down to 22. A little messy right now.
dmhero really struggling here at the start of 8. He got himself a little sweet tea there to remedy that, and then a fat log. Yeah. So nice. Very nice. And what he's doing is he's seeing horizontal clears and kind of just saying, all right, if there's a little garbage, whatever, he could continue to work on that, because he'll have other places on his top line to put stuff. And we're seeing him open up that left side of the board, and he's doing really great here, just keeping this garbage nice and tight, nice and clear. He's going to get red garbage right back where he saw some, but really just trying to do his best with some really rough RNG. You really hate being forced to do single clears when you're getting otherwise good RNG.
Yeah, you want to use every single speck of half of pill on your board for clearing out, and
you'll see this really evidently over on the right side of dmhero's board. dmhero really wants a blue yellow or blue red.
Red burst from heck. This is 6. This is 7, and that finally clears up. So, and then of course, while fwubs is getting the red burst, dmhero has nothing but red viruses on his board. If he got that red burst right now, he would be a little happy about that. But he's not going to get that, of course.
And he eyeballed that double red because he saw he wasn't getting the help, and went for that triple clear. That's just solely to get stuff off the board. And try to open up other possibilities. Sometimes that's all you're able to do is, okay, clear 1 virus, clear 2 viruses, just to get access to what's underneath them, just so I have a more diverse top line. Ooh, possible misplay on dmhero's part.
Yep, but dmhero's down to 1. He's passed fwubs up.
He has passed up fwubs, but and he's out at 621 here as we get into our final level, and fwubs just needs a red.
Oh, this is gonna be a heck of a finish. Let's go, guys.
We got these players neck and neck going to the final level. A bit more favorable of a board for fwubs, as dmhero probably yeah, he's really going to be dependent on 1 or 2 combinations of colors, so he can't really make a diverse 3-color top line. Meanwhile, fwubs made a big misplay up in column 2, and looks like she might be playing on high speed, so she's having a bit of a struggle getting to it.
dmhero has taken the lead by 6 right now. I was about to say he had a yellow heavy top board, extremely yellow heavy, but he managed to clear that all out. All those yellows are gone now.
It is 27 to 18 as dmhero starting to surge here, but fwubs is trying to come back. Fwubs has a staircase of yellow going both directions on her board, so really starting to need that yellow dependency. She is starting to open that board up, and now is going to be having to be a bit creative with her tuck plays.
Right, no blues available except underneath.
And I like this play as well. She's going to get that lightning bolt and a drill clear, which is nice. But I was going to say dmhero might be too far ahead, but he's actually only 6 viruses ahead as fwubs surging ahead here, really making some really efficient plays available to her as well.
He is getting the pills.
She is down to 10, and I like this play. She's going to try and get this cross drop, which I like, and is now going to start. She needs to start focusing on that.
With that yellow burst, this is wow. She
6 to 2, but dmhero is going to get absolutely fortuitous RNG, and he'll be out at 8:20:58. So he will take the match, but that was a wild finish.
7 seconds.
Just a little over 8 seconds. Fwubs just fallen short there. So it'll be 2 games to nothing for dmhero, and he will advance to the next round, where he will face the winner of... If I can get my information up here. He'll be facing the winner of... myself and Savage Octagon.
And yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.